All right, welcome to the Daily Dirt, Dustin Diggs. I'm here with Steffine Urkell. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's nice to be here.
4 awards, folks. Look at these awards here. Of the Yours Awards this past Saturday, he took home 4 awards. Tell me what that experience was like.
Man, I'm not even gonna lie. I was real nervous there because I didn't know what was gonna happen, what was gonna occur.
You knew you were nominated, but you didn't know you were gonna win, right?
Yeah, I did not know. One of the awards that I was nominated for, it was like 20 different people. You know, like in the category. So it was like, but even if it was like me and like 4 other people, I still was nervous because you know you never know the odds. You know, who did all the voting and if other people had, more people vote, than yourself. So I had the butterflies, like really bad. I haven't been that nervous in my life, like for real.
You know, it's funny. I don't get nervous if I just all of a sudden stand in front of a bunch of people and speak. But like if I know and the anticipation, knowing that I have to speak like a best man speech, or if you know you're going to have to give if you win the award, you have to thank everyone. That's the only time I think I would get real nervous right before something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's like even after my name was announced, to come up there and receive it, like even to give my speech, I was nervous, and it was like, man, this is like I guess because that was my first time being at an award show, and I actually cared. About it. I cared about if I won. So I believe that's why I had all the anxiety, all the, butterflies and everything, the effect of it. But it was a great experience. If I had to do it all over again and the pressure was on me times 5, I'd do it again because it was a really great experience.
Now, when you go up there, did you forget anybody, thanking anybody say, hey man, you didn't thank me in your speech? Did you get that kind of backlash?
Nah, I actually didn't. But next time, because I wasn't prepared for that day, was kind of like hectic and everything, but I knew I had been nominated for a little while, so I should have prepared, some stuff, had some stuff written out, made it a little bit more special. I like always saying, important quotes and all that type of stuff. I would have put more of that. When I went up there, I kind of went off the fly, off the top of my head, and try not to talk too short, but not try not to talk too long.
Right.
At the same time.
That happy medium. What kind of quotes would you? What's some of your favorite? Because I'm a quote guy too. I love quotes, and I always watch these motivational videos of like Eric Thomas and Les Brown. What kind of? And they always say different kind of quotes in those motivational speeches. What's some of the quotes that you kind of mold your life around?
It's kind of funny for real because it's like I probably can't say which quote I would say per se. I kind of make up my own like quotes like and stuff for people to follow because I kind of do that in my music.
Yeah,
if I don't say it verbally, I make sure I show it image wise. For real, try to make sure it's like some type of quote, some type of message, or you create some type of quote that you thought what I said. I think that's the fun part. So that's what I kind of do. I create something that I feel like it's inspiration that comes from my heart rather than somebody inspiring me, for real. So I would have came up with something from my heart that I felt like I should say to people from how I genuinely felt,
right?
For real, from achieving what I, achieved.
Well, you've done so many great videos this year. We're going to touch base on like the Friday the 13th, Stallone, and the best rapper. And also, I was laughing at your Uncle Drew stuff the other day, but we'll get into that. But I just want to kind of touch more based on the awards. What do we got here? Let's see if I can read the screen here. You got the best video of the year, right?
Video of the year.
Listen them all for me because I can't see my TV.
Yeah, I'm trying to read that also. It's not just you. So hip hop artist of the year, independent short film of the year, male hip hop artist of the year, and hip hop artist of the year.
Oh, well, there you go. So that's that. Yes. That's amazing. You've had a hell of a year. I can say that's just understatement with that statement. But I've known of you for a long time, been a fan. I've had Telly on a couple times here on this podcast, and he's a fantastic video director.
Yeah,
and shout
out to Telly.
Yeah, we watched Friday the 13th, which I'm going to play a little bit of here. And so definitely subscribe to your YouTube channel. But this is like what I really like about your artistry is that your videos are like stories. So it's almost like watching a short film when you watch one of your music videos.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I just wanted people to know. And this one, you might have to click on the options because the frame that they have it on. Yeah, you might have to increase it to like the highest quality if you want to. I think it go up to like 2160 or something like that because the quality that they try to put it in, it doesn't. When we uploaded the video, it was in 4K, but when I have to go watch it, it make me adjust it to the highest.
If I adjust it 4K, they're still going to see it at how it is because this is going out like at 720. But
yeah, I try to show people that I'm more than just a rapper. I'm more than just a artist. I'm an entertainer. I do a lot. I'm not your average person that does these type of things, and everything that I do, I feel like I do it at a elite level. I actually wrote this one in 5 minutes. No lie, 5 to 10 minutes max. I wrote this whole film. Yep, and the music came to me. It's like everything comes to me full surface. So as I wrote that, the music also came in my head also too. So in the song, instead of me sampling the Jason, he do the
yeah.
I know I couldn't use that, so I did it with my own voice. So I sampled myself in the song. Went to one of my friends. His name is Black Magic, and we sat down and we co-produced this together. So I never have a producer just send me instrumentals. For real. I'm sitting down, I'm handcrafting. I'm like, this is how I want this to sound, and that's how it comes out. I'm acting in it. Everything is just showing, and I also, people might not have known, but they know Telly shot it. Television shot it. But he's in the very last scene of this. And the fun fact is, I shot that last scene.
Okay.
So I can say I actually have shot part of one of my videos before. So it's kind of a different ball game with me with how I do everything and how I do stuff. It's
like like a Swiss Army knife. You can do all kinds of different things. Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to just let people know, it's different for real, because a lot of videos that you see, they not like this. Like the song is 2 minutes, but the video is 10. From it being a short film, and I did that on purpose because I wanted it to. I wanted to show that I could write a movie and I could create something really, really, interesting to where people will want to watch. For real, and showing that we need some substance and more than what we are seeing out that's right now, because every music video is almost the same. It's kind of cliche.
Yeah, a lot of them, a lot of them are just people performing like in their neighborhood or like in front of the camera. It's almost like a performance video, but like what you do and what Telly does is I'm just a big fan of it. It's you can really, even if you don't like the music, you can get into the story of what's going on. Like, not that this music isn't great, but I was just like engaged with like the whole story of what was going on with this guy and this girl, and how is Friday the 13th going to like tie into this video. Yeah, and
I kind of made it seem like when they cut on the movie, like this is what they were watching.
Yeah.
So that's why it's me flipping from Jason. And if people wasn't aware of, that is me in a Jason mask and everything and stuff too. It wasn't nobody else. So it's me switching from my actual self to me, being actually in the Jason mask.
Oh wow!
And I couldn't breathe in that thing either. I could not breathe in it.
That's one of the good expensive ones too. It's not those cheap ones you can get at Walmart. So that's one of those expensive masks.
Yeah, I think that mask was like $50.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, it's one of the good ones there. But I just love like the transitions that you guys had in this, and the lighting with the red, and then the different types of like the lighting that you guys did in this video.
And we actually shot it in a day. It probably took us like 6-7 hours, like for real. And a lot of people probably, when they watch it, probably thought that we probably took longer than that to do it. The thing that actually, to me, that took the longest was the post stuff.
The post editing, yeah.
So like this part, and that's crazy that this part is coming up, and that this is what we talking about. So on this part right here, you heard the knocking on the door.
Yeah.
So somebody was knocking on the door for real, but it wasn't that powerful. So me and Telly had to find, like, sit. It took us a couple hours just to find the correct
the correct pacing of the knock and then the sound.
Yeah, you know, so it won't sound cheesy.
Yeah,
you want it to sound realistic. So we done went through probably 100 to 300 different door sounds trying to get it right, you know, so it'll sound effective. We get our point across, and it wouldn't be, like I said, it wouldn't be cheesy, you know, for real.
Well, a lot of stuff like independent films, you can tell they're using some kind of like corporate kind of whatever, like fake kind of sounds, for
some kind of stock
especially like
sound.
gunshots and stuff like that kills me in
in the low budget films.
In the low budget films, the gunshot sounds, because anybody that's ever fired a gun or been around a gun getting fired, it doesn't sound like some of those things.
It's like the little western gun, the pew.
Or when people get hit, you know, they put that sound of like, you know, the
Three Stooges sounds.
So
we wanted it to sound really authentic and organic, and we did it because me and him, we sat down. Like I said, the post probably took longer than us actually shooting it, and that's because trying to find sounds. So, and this is crazy. The hardest sound for us to find is when I was in the bathroom, and you know, the girl and stuff had disappeared. She wasn't in there when Jason he appeared behind me, and he hit me with his arm to find the foof, the swoosh. That probably took us like 2 hours to find itself, that one sound to put in the video, because all of them sounded like, that sounded too cheesy. This sounded like a video game.
Right.
We wanted to actually sound like it was wind, hitting me. Right. And we ended up finding it. It took us a long time, but we sat down, took our time, pieced it together. It was giving us a headache. We was getting frustrated, but it all came together.
Yeah, just with the hits and the sounds, like right there with the blood coming through the door here. Yeah, you're quite the actor too. You do a good job with your acting in all your videos.
Thank you, I appreciate that. Yeah. And it actually didn't take us a lot of takes to do this. I think I did this in about 2 takes, actually. It didn't really take us that long to get this part across. So this is the noise I was about to do, the swoosh on that part. And
turn up for the audience here a little bit.
So, and that's another thing too. Okay, so on this part, you heard a heavy breathing right there, and it's like the struggle. So that wasn't actually done when we shot it. Yeah, I had to do that post too.
So what do you have to do? Go run around the block or something? Do some jumping jacks?
I sat right there, and Ed, he made me put on his headphones, and I sat right there. I was watching at the same time. I was trying to breathe and imitate it real hard. So it took me like an hour to get that down. We was like, nah, that don't sound right. You breathing too hard. That sound fake. Like even when I was running right here, that wasn't real. That was me making it up on that part. Yeah. But we made it sound to where it was realistic, like it was actually, me doing it organically.
Right. Supposedly, I think I read this fact. I don't know if it's true or not, folks, but like 80% of all movies you watch most of it's redubbed. Because obviously, if they're in like out on the streets of New York or whatever, even if they have a lav or whatever, you're not gonna get the good audio. Like, it's just. People that record audio probably know what I'm talking about, but
I didn't know that. But it makes sense.
Yeah. So a lot of the scenes you see, it's I'm talking like films. I don't know about like the sitcoms. Obviously, the sitcoms are recorded live in the studio, but that's what I heard. So then they got the cliffhanger here. So the question is, I asked Telly this too: is there going to be a part 2?
Yeah, it's going to be a part 2. It's already written. I just need to shoot it. And the second part actually is going to be a little longer than this first part, because so many people enjoyed this one. So the second one is it won't be the last one either. So it's going to be a cliffhanger also too.
Is there stuff after the credits there?
Yep. So
okay.
I did it like, I'm a big fan of Marvel movies.
Right.
And I want to see who actually, will watch it all the way, all the way through to the end. And for them people, it was like it's a bonus scene. So this is the part where I was saying, it's actually Telly is in it.
Oh, yeah.
So it was like he's not shooting it. So it was me that was actually shooting that part. And this part right here, this wasn't written in the script. I made this up on the fly as we as we wrapped it up. And I was like, oh, you know what? This would be dope for me to add a bonus scene, because I always try to add bloopers and everything to my stuff. But I was like, I'm gonna do this one different. I'm not gonna add any bloopers. I want to keep the seriousness of it being like a horror film. So I was like, I'm gonna add an extra credit scene, and I told them on the fly, I want y'all to do this, and we did it on the fly. So this was another idea I came up with in a couple minutes, and we ran with it and did it. Telly did all that improvised, all that acting and stuff on the spot. He did a great job of that.
Oh, I thought, okay, he didn't get away, did he? Yeah.
So in the next version, you're gonna find out what happened with him.
With Telly, okay. Now, did you shoot that? Let me look at the release here. So,
and I need to shout out my guy. I need to shout out two people with that film. So the ones that did my makeup, my cut shirt, my blood on me, so I had a scar on my face and everything. My girlfriend actually, she did that for me. She's an MUA, and have you heard of Rocky Maverick?
Yeah, Rocky's been on the podcast.
So his cover that was for the
she
thing.
Did that cover.
She did that.
That was amazing.
She did his artwork at the show. So all my work, she does all that. I come up with all the ideas and everything, and then she just make them.
Wow, that was a killer.
She make them come to life.
That was one of the best promo posters I think of this year. I have to admit that Rocky Maverick.
Shout out to Rocky Maverick. But yeah, she did that. She's real dope. Her name is the Highlight Princess. And two, I want to shout out my guy that played Jason. A lot of people don't know the person that's behind the mask.
All right,
that's my guy named Lupe Anderson. And if people want to know what his face looked like, when we watched the Best Rapper Alive, he's the one that's doing a bad boy scene with me in that one at the end.
Okay.
But I'm shouting him out because every time I need someone for a video, he always comes through for me. And when I shot the video when I was doing the rap part with me wearing a mask, I told you I couldn't breathe in it. He did a whole short film through it, so we had to, like, every 5 minutes he had to take it off. He was sweating so bad and he couldn't breathe in it. But he did his acting so good to where you couldn't tell he was uncomfortable. He was really uncomfortable in that mask. It was really hard to breathe in, like, for real.
Well, I want to start like how you got started, but I do want to kind of bring this up. So we're going to end on the best rapper alive. When there's a clip of it right here on his. Definitely check out SteffineUrkell.com, and you can see all of his videos and galleries and photos and things. But when you come up with the title "Best Rapper Alive," and you're probably asking for a lot of people. Kind of haters, kind of
a lot of flack, and
you're probably stirring the cage with all the haters and coming at you because it's kind of a bold kind of statement. Are you worried with having a statement like that? Does it kind of?
Nah, me being honest with you, have nobody ever said anything with me, and the thing is, a lot of people that like support me and follow me, they know they hashtagged it. Everything. So a lot of people are starting to say it, or a lot of people see when I have that, they make them listen to the lyrics more. I want them to listen to the lyrics more. So they be like, "Dog, this guy really is good at the wordplay and everything that he says." And thirdly, I want that attention. I'm actually good at that. Like, if I actually would to have an artist be mad about it and say something about it, I used to battle rap and all that. I'm really good at that confrontational type music. So I've really been kind of waiting on something like that, something worthwhile.
It's a great marketing thing for sure, because people are probably like, well, who's this guy that thinks he's the best rapper alive? Let me see what this guy is all about. So they probably tune in just maybe the name kind of sells it to like them to listen in on you. Yeah,
and they probably looking for something whack, I say, or boring, but they'd be, if they actually saw the content and listened to it, they'd be actually shocked and surprised. It's actually, I do way better than the average, especially, with a lot of the lines and everything that I say. And it's good that I'm sitting right here now, because now I can break down videos. Like, I can't wait till we do the Best Rapper Alive one.
Yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, we're going to go through all of them tonight.
Because awesome. People watched it, but they probably didn't watch it, if that makes sense. Well, for real.
I just found it interesting just going through the Friday the 13th, just behind the scenes, hearing it from the creator of like different things that you kind of pointed out. So
yeah, it make you kind of respect it more. And then the next time you watch it, you'll engage in a little harder. Pay attention to stuff once you know all the work that went through behind it, all the post work and everything. It do make you appreciate it, make you view things a little bit differently.
So when did you get really serious and started with music? Because it looks like it's only been a few years with the post here on the YouTube channel. When did you really get into like the whole music scene here in St. Louis?
Oh, in St. Louis, 2 years ago. My first video releasing in St. Louis was 2019. That was Summer on the Way.
Summer on the Way, yeah. Great
Shoddy Bands, Elevated Eyes, shot that music video for me. I wrote that script and everything too for that one. I gave it to him, and he made it come to life and everything also too.
And that was inspired off Uncle Drew, with that character in that film. Let's go ahead and play it. Well, I want to show. Well, first we'll do this.
Yeah. So I had this video actually not on YouTube but on Facebook. This one actually went viral from me doing this.
Well, it still has it's almost 500 views here. Now, who did the make? Did your girlfriend do the makeup here too?
Yeah, she did it for this one too. Wow. I have on a pillow and some stuff. I had a shirt so it wouldn't fall out. So we had to tie up a shirt in the back. So that's why my belly, and stuff is big. So all this that I have on, it made me feel heavy, and everything. And I went to a random gym for real.
Okay.
So it was a lot of kids there that was recording him because they was like, he dressed like Uncle Drew. He better know how to play basketball. And stuff.
That's what I was thinking, and now I was waiting until you started playing.
It was a real game,
and I was like, okay, this guy has some skills.
Yeah, it was a real game. So when none of it fake. So that's why you would hear like kids and people on the sideline like they laughing and everything.
So none of these people here,
none of them knew me, except the people on my team. My little brother is on my team. Yeah. That's my little cousin right there. But the people that I was playing against, they didn't know me.
But yeah, I mean, obviously they probably up close knew you had makeup on, but
yeah, then I can't fake these shots.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, look at that shit right there. Holy.
Then I'm a lefty.
Like these moves here. So did you play when you were a kid in high school and?
I played in high school and I played a little bit in college also too. I had a couple things to where I could have went overseas and stuff and played ball and stuff too, but I ended up not doing it.
I mean, look at those moves there. Yeah.
But yeah, I think I did this video. I think this was 2-3 years ago. I think it was like 3 years ago.
And so, did you make this video first before you made the music video? Okay.
Yeah, so I saw that people really, really like this. So I was like, I'm gonna take that idea and I'm gonna use it again. So the next time that I use it again, I made sure that I had a message with it. The next time that I did it.
Yeah, I love this. Actually, this is a really catchy song, and whoever shot this, was this Talia that shot this?
Elevated Eyes shot this one. I know he goes by Shoddy Bands on Facebook, but they call him Elevated Eyes.
Just a beautiful location and lighting. I mean, great camera work. I mean,
and we shot it in Cahokia. It's a lot of like symbolism and stuff in it. So, I really wanted to exaggerate everything. So that's why I made myself an old man. I made myself with a big belly. I made myself wearing the glasses and, of course, with the walker and everything. And I wanted it to be intentional that I'm playing really, really young, teenagers and everything. And the whole message was to never judge a book by its cover. So if people didn't grasp it by that, it was another way that I did it at the end of the video to also show to not judge a book by its cover. Because I felt like the song itself was a good song. I did good lyrics, but I wasn't teaching anything. So if my song isn't teaching anything, I'm not teaching you a life lesson, or something to take with you, my visual will.
Gotcha.
So it's different than me just shooting a video. None of my videos are just regular music videos. You have to really watch them in depth. You will learn. It's always a lesson in them.
So you seem, just so they can hear me here, you seem like a very visual person. So when you're writing out your lyrics and coming up with are you thinking of these visuals here when you're writing your lyrics or you're writing your song out?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so eerie. Like it all comes like full circle. Like when I hear the song, it's like the whole video, visual, everything. Like it comes all at the same time. I never have to sit down and I'm really struggling to, come up with a visual. It comes like that. And I know that's how I know it's my gift from God. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And also too, so another thing is like people see me doing all these moves and me hitting all these shots and everything on here. the director, he wanted me. He was like, bro, okay, so we gonna come up here. I'm gonna just have you do this, and that, and we gonna shoot, and then we just have a ball come through the net, you know, make it look like. I was like, nah, I want everything to look authentic. So let us play a real basketball game. So this is all real basketball footage. They actually guarded me. I'm actually hitting them shots and everything for real, because I wanted to look. You could tell when somebody not playing defense for real, you know, and stuff like they giving it to me. Yeah, so I wanted it to be authentic.
Yeah, like those sports films, you can tell sometimes that, yeah.
But all this was a real game, and he just captured the footage. That's why everything is not as perfect. Because, you know, when I'm doing certain moves, like he missed it, he didn't know I was going to do it because I did it on the fly. I shot a real deep 3-pointer, he didn't know I was going to do it. You know, if it was planned, he would have had me perfectly in the, you know, in the shot.
Yeah, he would have had the frame set, and then maybe way you could hit it. But yeah,
so some things he didn't catch because it was a real game, and I was doing everything on the fly.
But I think that's what kind of brings the kind of raw. It has a kind of a rawness feel of like real game playing, like with that type of shooting though, because you know the camera guy's trying to catch the shot or whatever. If it was all static and whatever, and you would get the shot and the camera would be all perfect, it would seem like it was like a real like basketball game.
And we shot this video in an hour.
In an hour?
And I was telling him, I was like, man, you know, if we would have actually like did this video like a real long shoot, that you know how it would have came out, it would have been so way better. But I still feel like I got the point across. I got the Hustle jersey on. People know that he represent the rolling 60s. So that's
just keep talking.
Okay. That was around the time when he had just passed. So that's why I put that jersey on. Okay, so this is the part right here. So you see, I gave the kid a George Bush book right here. Yeah. And he opens it up, but it's all our black leaders in it. You saw Obama, you saw Martin Luther King, you see Dr. Sabi, and then once again you see Nipsey Hussle right there. And I told the kid at the end, don't judge a book by its cover. So that was my other way of letting people know, you know, to not judge a book by its cover. So I did it 3 different ways, by me saying it, by me doing it with the book. You know, it was a George Bush book, but you open it, it was different. And then also by me being an old man, you know, coming to the court, but I still can move, you know. Right.
Where did you get that George Bush from, a dollar store or something?
Yep. I went to
things don't have much value, do they?
Yeah, I went to the Goodwill.
A Goodwill, okay.
And I grabbed, I was like, oh, this is perfect. So we printed off the pictures and I put them over his pages. I printed off, you know,
leaders,
our black leaders and everything, and put them inside the book. So all my videos, they're gonna have some type of lesson. You have to watch them really close and pay attention to everything that I'm doing, because it's 9 times out of 10, if it looks like it's something else, it is meaning something else.
I noticed that about your character as a person like that you did somebody mentor you and kind of taught you that lesson, or is that something you just kind of learned on your own? Like, did you have some kind of mentor growing up that was teaching you those life lessons and kind of, you know, showing you those types of things? Like,
you know what? That's a great question. I never had nobody ask me that. Nah, it actually is just I believe it's just my spirit. I got like an old soul, for real, and it's just how my character is. I really feel like my oldest daughter, she the same way, also too. But I always just been like that with myself. My mother raised me alone, you know, me, just her and 4 boys, so I didn't have a father figure to be like, hey, you know, this and that. It pretty much was just my thought process, you know, on stuff,
right?
You know, for real.
How old are your kids?
I got a 4 and my daughter just turned 3 last Monday.
So do you think maybe it had something to do with just having kids and being a father? That kind of, or was that kind of before in your life?
I've been like that since I was a little kid. Like around the 2nd, 3rd grade is when people started to take notice that my thought process and how I think and how intelligent I was then. So in the 2nd grade, they had us write an essay in my elementary, and they didn't let me go to recess. And I thought I had got in trouble, but it was from the paper that I had wrote. They had all the teachers in the school reading, and they was reading it and looking at me like, he wrote this. And from that day, they spoke with my mother, and they put me in gifted classes. She didn't want me to skip and be a grade ahead, so they put me in gifted classes. So gifted classes basically is like, let's say I'm in a 3rd, but I'm taking 4th grade classes. Oh. So if I get a B, it counts as an A. And I was in gifted classes through my whole entire, high school years. So they paid attention to my thought process and how intelligent I was since like the second grade.
What kind of the courses were you like really good at math and reading and all that? Just everything?
I hated math, but I ended up having algebra. I had algebra 2 as a freshman. That's a senior class.
Yeah, I hated it.
So
I hated algebra too.
yeah, so I was way ahead, in the things that I done. And my guy that played the Jason, Lupe Anderson, he was in that class also too. They held us to a different standard, than everybody else.
Do you have older brothers or older sisters?
I'm the oldest.
You're oldest?
On my mother's side and also on my father's side. I'm the oldest of the children that he have. So because you kind of do seem like an old soul. I think you said that earlier, and I guess are you kind of like obviously the big brother, but do you kind of mentor your siblings? Yeah, I try to. I try to let them go, the way that they want to go, because I know they got different, personalities and different paths and everything. The decisions that I make, not necessarily, what they would do. They look at the world differently. So I try to say things, here and there, but naturally people gonna, do what they want to do. But I'm a real stippler on my kids though, my thought process and how I move and think. I really instill it in them, like since the day they came out the womb. Like people would probably see me with my newborn, like he talking to that baby like she 40. And I'm trying to instill it into their spirit, into their soul, everything I'm saying. Yeah. And I really see it in my 4-year-old a lot, that she had listening is like ingrained, her in a lot of things. A lot of things that I did with her when she was a baby, that I didn't kind of slow down on now. She still remember it. So it's like it let me know that then it did stick with her. Like when she was like 9-10 months, she remembered daddy, doing this, telling her this, for real. So I know that it was effective. It actually did work, from me talking to her like she's 40, although she's 10 months.
What do your kids think about you being a musician, artist?
They love it. The thing they don't really be liking, if I have to be gone, and stuff all the time. They be wanting me at the house with them because they on my head and stuff 24/7. So when people see me posting my kids, because a lot of people know me, for my kids and everything, and they always are in all my videos, for real. So that's me in real life. That's not a facade. Some people try to fake it like that's what they do. That's what they are. No, that's me. My kids on my head, they on my side 24/7. You call me, you gonna hear them in the background, they trying to grab the phone from me and everything. So that's me in real life.
Yeah, I noticed that sometimes I get people, they're different, but then also we turn these cameras on, and then there's a different type of persona about them or whatever, and that's fine. Everybody, I guess, plays something to the camera, I guess, but but it's. I think it sells better if you're just yourself, however you are. Like people can see the fakeness, and people aren't going to buy into it, right? Yeah,
and it's like what I told Bodine. Like, can't nobody be you better than you,
right?
So why not just be yourself,
right?
Like how I said, like you don't want to be on your deathbed, and that you lived your life, but you didn't live your life because you never were you. That'd be worse than death itself. So be yourself. It'd be a waste of life to not be you, because God could have blessed that with somebody else. He could have gave somebody else that life. So just be be yourself. For real, because somebody else probably would have cherished that and been them. Yeah. Don't try to be somebody else.
That's powerful. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So you did going back to the timeline here. So summer, and then. Was Friday the 13th? What's the newest one? Stallone. I just watched that one.
Yeah.
Do we want to play Best Rapper?
Yeah, Best Rapper Alive. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, let's do Best Rapper Alive. That's one of my ones that has like the most where I can break down in it. And I believe, if it's people that's paying attention and watching it, they will watch this again after they see me explain it. Because a lot of people had told me, man, you need to do a video breakdown of your videos, for real, and explain this. People will really appreciate them more, because some people just watch them and think it's just a video, and it's not. It's really in depth. A lot of things, especially this video right here.
Well, that's one thing I miss about DVDs is because I used to always love listening to the commentary. If you really you can't get that anymore.
Yeah,
right?
you sure can. I miss that too.
Yeah. That's
it was in the bonus features.
Yeah, I used to always listen to those. Real quick, how did you and Telly meet, and how did this kind of joint kind of thing happen?
That's a good question because I don't remember how we met. I actually don't. That's crazy. And that's like my right hand man. Yeah. That's my partner in crime when it comes to these videos. And I don't remember how we met. If you ask him, he probably give you the same answer.
Now, you guys co-direct stuff, and I think sometimes he directs stuff. And how is it working that he's a creative visual person, you're a creative visual person? Is it hard to? Do you guys ever have problems like with certain things, or is it just kind of like
he know what he know how I am, and he know like Oh, can we pause this part really quick? Because I'm gonna want to explain that part.
Yeah.
But with Telly, everybody that works with me know this about me. It's like I'm a perfectionist about everything that I do. So the thing with me, when I have a vision, I have something written out. I want it to go exactly like how I did it, because it's like if I change it or alter it any kind of way, it's like the end game, you know, the Avengers and everything. You know, anything changed in that timeline is different than what they saw and what was supposed to happen. I could or the butterfly effect, you know, I could just do this simple thing. And you go back to the past, now I'm crippled, you know, or you go here and maybe it'll push me back 5 years or where I was supposed to be. I really believe, you know, stuff like that. So it's like my vision. You can't tell everybody your vision, you know, for real. But, you know, of course I have to tell the director. So I try my best to, and Telly understands that the vision that I tell him, he makes sure that he keeps that, like, for real. Because I don't want to, I believe, like, once I give him the vision, it's a clear screen. Once people start trying to change things and it start making it kind of staticky, you know, for real. So he really respects me in that aspect. And I know it really takes a lot of humbleness for him to do. Because, you know, with him being a creative, you know, director, you know, it'd be certain things like he might see in it like, hey, I think you should do this or take this out, you know, for real. And there have been sometimes where he thought something and we added something in, but I have never subtracted anything from, you know, what I done. But I really appreciate him for letting me be the artist that's myself. And he told me that he appreciate that more because it make his job easier. Because he's like, you know exactly what you want. You know exactly what you want to see. So I don't have to do anything extra. I don't have to try to come up with anything. You already know what you want.
Right. I remember him kind of talking about that when he was on the podcast. But a lot of times he can add, like, maybe there's something you want to do, and then with his wisdom of doing all the videos he's done, like, he can probably add to your vision and make it even better, add some little spice to it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
because it's like
raise it a little bit too.
Yeah, but it's like certain angles and stuff. He'd be like, bro, if I shot it from this angle, you know, I think it'll look better. You know, something rare. Or he was like, oh, on this part, hey, if you add this in, I think it'll do. So he do give me pointers here and there, but he overall, you know, he let me do me. But he do hit me with points because he know what he's doing. He a professional, and that's why we good partners in crime and we gel so well. We work well together. We never argue about it. He tell me something, I tell him something, and we be like, okay, and we just let it go. We just go with the flow of it.
Yeah, he seems kind of like cool, laid back kind of guy.
He is. He is a good spirit.
Yeah. We'll go back to the video here. So talk about this scene.
So this part actually right here,
I'm gonna turn up a little bit so the audience can hear it.
Is back. This actually happened to be, so that's supposed to be me, a teenage version, and that's my little cousin that's playing me, and my little brother is playing my other little brother. And we were teenagers, and we was walking down the street. This actually happened for real. So when you ask me about, you know, if anyone was in my life to, you know, to show me anything, to guide me, you know, any type of form, fashion, this part right here shows that, you know, I didn't have that type male figure in my life. So this guy that's pulling up right here, he asked, did I know who he was, and he told me he was my daddy. So I didn't know it was him because I ain't seen him, but, you know, amount of times I can count on my hands. So it flips to this, and it said present day 2019. So the point of that was it flipping to the present day of this is because, you know, how a lot of people say that people follow what their parents have done if they were drunks if they, you know, were addicted to drugs, they kind of follow that path. I want to show that that's not true, because I'm here with my kids. They're in the bed. My father wasn't there in my life. I'm there in my kids' life. Two, I wanted to show that I broke that generational curse for with my father. So if that was something that was trending in his bloodline, I stopped it, you know, for real. And I also want to show, because it's a stigma that black men don't be in their kids' lives. So I want to show, like, hey, there's a black young guy right here, and then he's in, you know, his kids' lives and doing everything possible to, you know, to make it the best that I possibly can. I know I'm gonna make mistakes here and there, but I'm trying my best. So in that little frame of that little part, it was saying that much, you know, of people, you know, really watching and paying attention. Then it also showed me, what showed you guys that while they was asleep, you saw I was sitting on the edge of the bed. It like I was frustrated, and it's like how we are. Do you have children?
I don't.
You don't?
Yeah.
Well, you'll still feel what I'm saying. So
I have a niece and nephew, and my brother's a fantastic father, and so I see it through him though. Yeah.
So I wanted to show on that part, like, we could be doing everything in the world, you know, paying all the bills, buying our kids everything that they want, everything. But at the end of the day, you still wondering, like, am I doing enough? Am I being that parent that I need to be? Everything. You always questioning yourself. And also too, like, you don't never let your kids see you sweat. So when we sit on the edge of the bed and they peacefully sleeping, I wanted to show, like, if it's bills, you know, due, and, you know, I don't know how they gonna get done, how I'm gonna put food on the table, or having relationship problems, I don't let them see me sweat while they wake. I deal with all that frustration and everything while they are asleep. So I wanted to symbolize that, because I know a lot of parents could relate to that part. So that's what that part meant also too, on that part. And on this part right here, it's actually showing me feeding the homeless, giving money and all that, and stuff to on waters and everything. And I'm not the person to record that. I'm against it, but I felt like in this video it was a purpose that I needed to show, and I needed to show the world also. Firstly, to the world, is that it's time for us to be humanitarians and give back, and to receive a blessing you have to be a blessing, you know, first. I wanted to let people know to do that.
Yeah.
Most importantly, I wanted my girls to look at this video 20 years from now and know that daddy was trying to instill that into them. Give back. If you have it, give back. If you got enough, you know, give back. Once again, to receive a blessing, you have to be a blessing first. So that's why I did that in this video right here. So that's what that message was on this part of the video too.
That's a beautiful shot right there. Yeah.
So it goes back again to, I'm on the edge of the bed, you know. We'd have just had that day. I prepared the kids the day and fed them well. We done went out, gave people, you know, money, food and everything. But I'm still thinking, am I doing enough? Am I being that parent that I'm supposed to be, you know, for real in their life? And once again, they in a peaceful sleep. You know, they don't know that that's going through daddy's thought process.
Now, did you have to wait for your children to go to sleep here?
Yes. My youngest, it took her to like almost midnight. Telly had the patience to stick with me that long, because it took her like 4 hours to go to sleep. So once she did go to sleep, that's when we did shoot it, because we couldn't fake that.
Yeah, I was wondering how
she was like 9-10 months at that time when we shot that boy right there. Yep. So that was another thing I wanted to highlight again, because like I said, I really felt like that was really important. And a lot of people don't know that this part right here is actually a gospel song. If people listen to the lyrics really in depth, I'm talking about Jesus and God and stuff a lot, and talking about how, you know, my mother raised me, you know, on her own and everything. And
did you listen
just
to
trying to get messages?
A lot of gospel growing up? Were you inspired by gospel?
Yeah, and I actually thought when I was like 8 or 9, I thought I was gonna be a pastor, you know, first. And I was actually singing and stuff then. I thought I was gonna be in a choir and all that and stuff too. So I was doing like gospel, like Christian music and all that stuff first, before I dived into the rap. I got into the rap when I was like around 12, you know, and stuff like that. So yeah, I was doing the gospel first. But I did this song like so well to where people can't tell that it's gospel. They think it's just secular music. But if you listen to it, I'm not cussing. Like the first part, I'm cussing, you know, all that and stuff. And this part, it gets more mellow, smoothed out, sound like it's edited clean. So if they listen to it again, you better tell that it's like, you be like, oh, now it is. He talking about Christianity, talking about God, and all them important things.
Yeah, I didn't. When I watched it earlier, I didn't pick that out. Yeah, interesting.
So after this part, it goes to the future. So my daughter's gonna go from me and these babies to where they gonna be. My daughter's finna go on her first date. I think she gonna be 16 when it the date that shows up on the screen pop. So there's I said I was gonna do this in the future for real. So this next scene is like me predicting the future of how I'm gonna be when my daughter's going on the first date. Oh my God.
I'm gonna play the credits too for the audience because I was laughing.
The bloopers.
I was laughing my ass off at the bloopers. Here, this scene's hilarious. I'm gonna turn it up for the audience and let them get the whole experience of this scene.
Who the fuck are you?
I ain't doing this, so I can.
What you doing here?
I'm here to take us around. I'm ready.
What?
I'm here to take us around. I'm ready.
Nigga, how old are you?
15.
Shit. Nigga, you look 30. Got some ID on you?
No, son.
And if people know who Reggie was from the Western Islands, he actually did have on a red shirt. We tried to do everything almost exactly the same as the bad was.
Who that is at the door?
Supposed to be Reggie. Supposed to be taking us around.
Who the fuck is Reggie? What you want, nigga?
I'm here to take us around. I'm ready.
I heard him say your name Reggie here to take us a ride. How old is you?
15.
Shit, nigga, you at least 30. Can you fight?
Yeah.
Fight? You can't fight.
Man, stop something, little man. See, hey, this our uncle, man. He just
Why
got
you
out the
putting all my
joint.
business out there, man?
Hey, this our uncle, man. He just got
I
out the
just
joint.
got out, and I ain't going back.
Stop waving the gun,
Look,
man.
nigga, don't disrespect me in front of the company. But you ain't never seen a gun before? You one of them tall little baby looking motherfuckers. You rap? We started off as close friends. You trying to make my niece into your girlfriend?
Hey, chill out, man. Hey, Reggie, have my daughter here at 10 o'clock. If she ain't here at 10:01, I'm in the car, locked and loaded, and hunt your ass down.
Hey, you know what it is when I'm with them, nigga? Chitty, chitty, bang, bang, nigga.
Do you hear me? Speak up, Reggie.
Yes, sir.
Speak the fuck up, Reggie.
Steffine. Hey, Reggie, baby. Please forget Steffine and his silly brother.
Are you a virgin? Good. This ain't gonna be no fucking tonight.
Reggie, the red shirt look nice.
Hey, baby.
Yeah, we had fun shooting that part.
I figured when I watched the bloopers here, that's a little cheers on that one.
You a virgin? We probably had the most bloopers on this one. We shot that last scene a lot.
Yeah. Now, did the guy that you were in the scene with, did he improv that? Was that all improv, or or was that kind of?
No, that was the exact thing. We did the exact scene that Martin and Will Smith did from Bad Boys 2.
Oh, is that from?
That was the scene from when they did it with Reggie. So with Reggie, he had on a red shirt. I made sure he wore a red shirt. Only name that was different is that my name was Steffine. I was actually myself, but everybody else was who they were from the movie.
Yeah.
And this supposed to be my daughter, Zariah, and that's supposed to be her little sister. They grew up, because it's the future.
Yeah, the bloopers were hilarious. Definitely check that video out. You can watch it without us talking over it, but it's a funny video at the end there with the bloopers. I didn't realize that was off of Will Smith, and now that you say that, I do realize that now. Mm-hmm. So I was going to say to you, that would be you could almost make just a movie on those two guys' characters with their kids.
Mm-hmm. And I could still write that, to where it be theirs, in the future, to where I could change it from there and it be something else. That's a good idea.
Yeah,
to turn that into something.
I like to see those characters come back because after I saw that one little scene, I kind of want more. So.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, well,
I'm gonna write that. I'm gonna put that in my in my notes.
Well, you're like I come good ones once in a while here.
That was a great idea.
So, yeah, I did like that. That's one of my favorites of all the ones you have here on your YouTube channel. Definitely check them out. Subscribe to Steffine Urkell YouTube channel. We're gonna watch another one video here. What's this? The one with Lucky You? Is that just it's like a remix with it says Eminem right here.
Yeah. So this was during the pandemic. Everything had happened, and I just felt like I needed to release something. So the guy that's in this song, he's actually from Massachusetts.
Oh, okay.
So he shot his part out there, and I shot mine out here, but it looked like we did it together.
Yeah, so how did that work out? How does that work out doing like a kind of virtual, kind of mobile, not really mobile, but virtual, like he's doing his part and your part, kind of collaborating? Is that,
so we was going back and forth. Like I wrote my my part, and then I sent it to him. He wrote his. He sent it back to me. Saw if I liked it, if I wanted anything to be changed. So we liked the song that we did, and we decided to, shoot a video to it. And that's why we wearing masks. That's why I got a mask across my face to kind of show that it's during the pandemic time. Because the rest of my videos I don't have that.
Right. So
it's kind of showing that we was in that era, that time of, the pandemic.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll get away from that.
Man, that'd be so great.
Yeah. So when we look back at masks, we can tell what year it was. Oh, that was the dark time, the 2020.
Man. Yep. But yeah, he shot his, and it's like, if I could, because I really feel like, and I feel like we have been doing it better around here. The more artists need to start working, with each other. Yeah,
I was going to get into that too, because you're featured on a couple of different artists' songs too, right? Yeah. So, I feel like that too. It feels like it's very there's certain groups, I guess you could say, and it'd be nice to see certain groups kind of work together and kind of collaborate on some things, because there's
that kind of make it feel high schoolish to me, because people did that stuff back in high school. Like we grown now, and we need to set a different example, set a different standard. And what's for you is for you. Mm-hmm. And it's like people be scared that somebody is gonna take somebody's shine, somebody gonna take somebody's blessing, somebody gonna take somebody's money. That's not possible. What God has for you, or if some people believe in the universe. If whatever the universe has for you, they gonna have for you. As long as you do your part, it ain't no way for me to take what you have. As long as you're doing what you are supposed to be doing. Now you can take from yourself, because you can reap good and you also can reap bad. Right. But I really feel like if people start working together, trying to give people their shine, give people their acknowledgement, let people know when they were inspired by something or they got an idea from somebody, they should let them know, give people their flowers and all that stuff. And I feel like a lot of people, they don't do that. They worried about, me.
Yeah, what's some of your favorite local artists here in the area that you kind of like, kind of maybe not you're inspired by, but that you kind of think really have a good grasp on the game right now and in St. Louis, like?
Man, it's a whole bunch of people. A lot of people are doing they thing, but I'm gonna say a couple that people haven't heard of, like for real. So I'm gonna name this girl named Siren.
Somebody mentioned him before on here.
Oh, it's a female.
Oh, well then I'm sorry, man. Maybe
great artist.
Yeah,
great artist. I know everybody gonna know who she is. And another one who a lot of people really don't talk about is Soul Poppy. And those two, but it's a lot of artists that I got a lot of respect for, and everything what they do. I love Nando, STL work. I really, I want us to do, some stuff, together. I love Bodine.
Yeah, you and Nando on a song would be great, because you both got great heads on your shoulder. I think that would be a great collaboration.
I think it'd be a great look for St. Louis too.
Yeah,
for us to do that, it'd be real good. But I really respect what he does, his movement. So shout out to him. Like I said, I like Bodine. I know he been in the game for a real long time. Frost Money. Yeah. It's like he basically like a brother.
He's like almost like the godfather of the scene. He really is.
Yeah, but I like what Big Lou do.
Big Lou's great, yeah.
For real. I got a lot of respect for a lot of artists. Like I did work with Rocky Maverick. He a real good dude. He did a real great show. I like that he put a lot of people on his show. Mm-hmm. It wasn't just about him. Like he gave a lot of other people light, on his show. It take a special type of person to actually, do that. Because some people be like, me. I'm not finna get nobody else no shine. Mm-hmm. And he gave other people shine at his show. So it's a lot of artists. I'm pretty sure I'm leaving some people out, but it's a lot of people that was random. It's a lot of people that I really want to work with now. I respect Mookie Tyler for been doing his stuff for a long time.
His voice is just amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
Ryan K. I got some stuff that with her. I got Kenny Moses. It's a lot of people that I want to do stuff with that I respect, and they doing music.
Yeah, and now you're working with Tweezy and Rena Phoenix and those guys. I saw you at Tuesdays Up in Smoke, and so you're definitely hanging out with those guys. And
shout out to Tweezy.
Yeah, they're doing a great thing
Salute.
in St. Louis, and I think he's somebody I look up to because he's such a hard worker, and
yes, he is.
He's doing so much things, and he's selfless too. He's doing it for his girlfriend, and plus for all the
culture.
For all the other people there with what he's working on. So I definitely respect that whole organization.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I got a lot of respect for him. So shout out to Tweezy, the Don. Shout out to y'all, man, for real.
And so yeah, there's so many great artists. What would be kind of, have you worked with like a female been on like a song with a female vocal, or have you featured on something like that? Kind of with your voice and a female voice would probably be kind of a thing. Yeah, so
I actually do have a lot of tracks like those. So that's a good thing you brought that up, because I haven't released an actual album yet. So the one that I gave you was just like an EP, like an interlude, like type thing to prepare people for the album. I haven't released an actual album yet. So on this album, it's gonna be so diverse, and it's a lot of music like that on there that you are bringing up that I believe a lot of people are gonna really enjoy, and visuals to them also too.
Do you have anything on your phone? Can we do like a 10-second snippet? Because we can hook it to the Bluetooth here. If you have anything you want to show.
I'm trying to think. Do I have anything? Well, I don't.
Do a little exclusive tonight on the Dustin. I know I'm pushing it.
I'm trying to do we have anything?
You got anything on?
I'm trying to think. Let me see.
Yeah, look through here. I'm gonna just kind of. Definitely check out Steffine Urkell's .com, his website. I'm just going to show the audience here a lot of his videos, bios, and great gallery you have too, which is I was just fascinated with this gallery that you have on your website with all these just posters of some of the shows that you've performed and just different places you've been. I thought these were great.
So I think this is one right here we could do a little bit of right here, and it's still like, it's like still kind of like raw vocals of it, because we haven't actually completed it all the way yet. But that's one. That's a like a mixtape one though. But the actual album ones are, man, I got some crazy ones that's gonna come out.
Where's the setting? You have to go to the settings and connect to the Bluetooth.
Oh, okay, yeah. You want me to connect to the Bluetooth?
Yeah,
okay.
It'll sound good playing through the system.
Let me see.
But while you're doing that, just some of these posters are just amazing. Who does the graphics for your stuff? Because
a lot of different
people.
Yeah, it's a lot of different people do this stuff. I can't just say it's one just one said person. Is it the Rodecaster Pro?
Yes, sir. And then
it'd be great to have one set person to do everything though. I kind of want to build a team like that to where I could just
know kind of look and kind of your brand a little bit. Yeah, that'd be nice. But
I think I found it.
Okay, go ahead and try to play and see. And did you want to set it up before we hit play? Went black there for a second. I apologize.
Yeah, so this is like a mixtape version of the song, this Chicago freestyle that Drake did. I kind of wanted to do my own version of it. It's on Song Cry. So this is not anything that's gonna be on the album, but like a future mixtape or something like that. So this is me and Ryan K on this one, and this is still like raw vocals. Like I ain't even mixing stuff how we want to. It's still raw.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
Hopefully, go ahead and load.
Hey, I said I wasn't gonna do no more mixtape shit, but I also said I wasn't gonna do no more music from the heart. I said I was gonna start.
Is it playing from the road or is it playing from my phone?
So here we are.
It's playing from there. Okay.
Let's rap a lot. It's exciting. Look. I did it all for the 6. I know it's my time, so it's never clocks on the wrist. If music went around, I probably never exist. But I'm here to shock the game like black lightning and shit. On the song playing Twister, I know I'm bodying this. So I keep the nines like Uchi, Wally and shit. Trunk full of white girl, Abercrombie and Fitch. Song dead, kill it again, zombie the shit. And I would never remember y'all. Guns quiet like side niggas whenever her nigga call. Best rapper alive, don't get your men involved. Niggas love to yell from the city.
So there we go, folks. Yeah, that sounded good with that vocal.
I like that. Yeah, that's a dope track. I'm not sure when I'm gonna release it, but like the stuff that I have for the album, we haven't actually like recorded it yet, but we had like all the visuals in place and just need to go in the studio and record the songs. And it's gonna be some of the best music.
And anyway, too, I think we hit the black button when I was going through your website, so mine went black there for a second, so I apologize. But you know, it's live, so
right.
Last video I wanted to touch upon is the one you released a couple months ago, is Stallone, featuring Primate and Nico the Great. I really like this video. It's almost kind of like, it reminded me of it was the Friday the 13th. It was almost kind of like another kind of thriller kind of thing coming from you. What was the backstory on this video?
So this one right here, I just kind of really just want to have fun with a video. But like, if people pay attention, like certain things that I say, certain punchlines I say, they appear on my mask that I have on my face. So like, if I say a line about the Power Rangers, you see the Power Rangers appear on my face. If I say 6, then you know a 6, appears on my face and stuff like that.
Maybe I missed it in the video, but why is it called Stallone? What was the
So it's called Stallone. And before we play this, I just want to say, because this just happened today, and I'm not sure if you heard about the news and stuff.
The news. Yeah, what you want to talk? Yeah,
about with Young Dolph.
Yeah,
passed.
Yeah,
and this beat that I did on Stallone, that's like kind of eerie. It's like every time I have like an interview, I'm about to release some music, like some eerie stuff always happen. And this is his instrumental, and I did a mixtape version of it. So I just want to say R.I.P. to him and condolences to his family. So yeah, this one I just wanted to like just have fun on it, and just do like different stuff, do stuff that hasn't actually been done. Because I think with me wearing a mask in the video, with a mask that's switching, it has like never been done in a music video.
Yeah, I was wondering, I guess you could program that mask or something to do the graphics you want.
It has a app on a phone, but you have to be like in a certain radius of me. So the person had to kind of know my lyrics and stuff too, know when to switch, and you got to do it on time, all that stuff. So like, you see the Power Rangers on my face right there. Then they had like the 20, I said 6, so the 6 appeared on it. So it's like, if people watching and they paying attention, like, dog, certain punchlines that he's saying, it's appearing on his face. So, but I've never seen a music video done like this. And once again, you see my daughters with me. I have Nico the Great in the video. Shout out to him. He did the ethnic ish and more. And also my little brother Ariana's in it. See, I said bang and it appeared on my face.
That's cool, yeah.
So
somebody had to be off camera with timing to a timing.
So I programmed everything I wanted to say. See, I'm finna say 6 again. It's gonna appear on my face. See? So my videos be real fun to where you be like, it be fun to the eyes, for real, because you never know like what's gonna happen. But the end of the video is when it gets deep again, and it has a lot of symbolism and stuff in it. Because like I said, if the music doesn't have a message, I'm gonna make sure that the visual absolutely does have a message.
I bet your kids were having a ball filming this.
It was cold that day. So like this part right here, we are outside.
Yeah, I like this with the old school TV. And
that TV was heavy.
I don't see those much around anymore.
And this is a fun fact right here. So I want to say shout out to my guy Dizzy. The guy on this song, Primate Begin, is from Massachusetts.
He came down here to shoot it?
No, he actually didn't. So I needed somebody to fill his shoes. I asked my guy Dizzy, will he come since we wearing masks? Can you come and perform Primate's part for me? So that's a fun fact for the video.
Oh, that's not really Primate then. Okay. Was he cool with that?
I asked him, I was like, can we do that? And he was like, yeah. And I really like this part. It's cool because he go from sitting on the TV to actually being inside the TV.
Yeah, I like that too. I like the special effects you guys use.
Yeah, so I wrote up this, the script of how I wanted it and everything too. So and it came out really, really cool because how I saw it in my head is how it actually did come out.
So Primate didn't call you and be like, yo, man, I wouldn't move like that. I wouldn't put my hands up on that part. Like, you know?
No, but I did ask permission first. I was like, can I have someone come and do this, you know, your part, because I didn't want it to just be blank, you know, for real. So yeah, but he did a good job being Primate. But the video was really, really fun doing it, and that's another mask I couldn't breathe in either. Having that on my face, and you really can't see in it, so your movements and stuff have to be kind of one spot because you can't really walk a lot.
Right,
in
yeah,
mask.
something.
But you couldn't tell. We kind of sold it, and it was real cold out that night, and you couldn't tell. We made it look like it was 80 degrees.
Wow, just to be able to rap that fast is yeah, it's amazing.
And you see across my mask, if people's looking at my mask, it's saying best rapper alive across it.
Because my dog Steffine done already developed the recipe and y'all bums still lost. Well, there's no time like the motherfucking
So I got to first at the end, and it's going to change.
It's your boy Nico the Great, ethnic is your more.
This guy talking 11-9, 7 times, 4-5, fuck with the
But I really do want people to really, really listen to the bars and everything that I say. I really be saying a lot of different things. Like at the end, I say something about the magazine, the Vibe magazine. So you see Vibe appear on my mask.
Well, one thing I like about you is we listened to we watched 4 of your music videos tonight, and we went through them all. But they're all like
they different.
They're all different.
They got their own identity.
Yeah, which is kind of cool. Cool. Yeah.
So this part right here. So if you pause it really quick.
Oh.
So you see it says 409. So this is the part where I was saying where you actually have to, in all my videos, you have to really, really pay attention. So you see it says 409, and the date is 409. And then you see the phone is sitting on my chest. So if you could continue playing it. So as you continue playing it, the 409 it appears on the ceiling. And then you see the ambulance, and then you see it's DMX. So with it being 409 and everything and stuff, that's the day that DMX passed. So if people would have correlated, so it was 409, and then I had DMX on my chest watching it. That was my favorite DMX song that I was playing. So I went out and I let a dog out the cage and closed it and came back in the room. So this time when you come back in the room, like if you pause it again, right, or let it go a little bit further, just to where it show the clock.
Oh shit! I think I hit the fucking thing.
Nah, you fine.
We'll get back to that scene. It's not a big deal. There we go.
It's just that when it shows the clock.
The clock again. Okay.
And another fun fact, that wasn't my hand. Telly did that part. I didn't get to shoot that, so he had the dog at his house. He did it, pretend it was my hand. See,
it's 6 o'clock.
It's 6 o'clock now. People know I represent 6 side, you know, and stuff. I'm from the 6, you know, all that and stuff. So it's 6, you know, 6-6, you know, on the stuff. So it's representing what I represent. So it's like almost in the essence of like saying it's referencing it's my time, you know, and stuff now. So then you remember before that, I just let the dog and stuff
out,
off the cage. So you finna see why I did that. Then of course it's gonna show 6 again on the what's names because everybody know I represent the 6. It's like it's symbolizing, like again, like I said, it's my time. But you see it says right here, the dog has finally been set free. So it was my dedication to DMX by me letting the dog out the cage. It was saying, you know, the dog has finally been set free. So if people pay attention to every little thing or the little details, they'll see that I try to put a lot of symbolism in. You know, show a lot of important things in my videos.
A lot of respect to other artists.
The other artists, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. DMX is one of the greats. I mean, I can just remember in high school, I grew up in the 90s, and DMX was like the king, man, back then. Yeah. Yeah. Let's let's see what else we got on your page here. We already done over an hour. I knew this was going to be a good podcast.
Yeah, it was.
I knew it was going to be a good one.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing this. I love this interview. This was a good one.
Yeah. I just knew you were going to be great because you were like really excited about coming on, which is great. I feel blessed that you were excited to come on.
Nah, it was a blessing too. Come here. This is really fun.
So, so when's this EP going to come out? We'll kind of do the plugs now.
The album. Yeah. I was aiming for January 8th because that's my birthday.
Okay.
To release it, have everything done.
How old are you going to be?
But I'm not sure if I'm gonna drop it then.
Do we want to give that reveal spoiler out?
I think I'm gonna let people
try to guess it. Okay.
Yeah, try to guess it and try to see if they know. Like for real, some people know, some people don't. Like for real, people be all over the place with it.
Yeah, I couldn't even gauge how old you are. I'll guess at the end of this podcast when we're off air. You tell me if I'm right. So
okay, but I think that by me releasing it on that day, if people pay attention to the album. What I did there, better know my age. It's not hidden. Mm-hmm. So with me releasing it on my birthday, if they look at everything carefully, it'll tell my age on the album.
So that was some. If it's not the 8th, it's gonna be sometime early next year.
Mm-hmm.
Most likely.
The thing I want to go for is the 8th, like for real. So that's what I first said. So that's what I want to stick to. It's the 8th. But like I said, if it don't, then it's gonna be early next year, like for real.
Well, one thing I do with the artists, because obviously when you first come on the podcast here, we talk about your history and all this stuff, about yourself. But second time, if you want to come on, we do listening parties. So when you release the album, if you want to come on, we'll bring you
of course,
we'll
that'd be dope.
And then we pull up we're gonna pull up the screen, and people can comment on the songs. We'll play it all the way through. We'll go through the whole album. You can set it up and talk about each before and after the song, and we'll have a little
that'd be
party.
Dope. Yeah, I do that. It'd be a blessing to come back. Like I said, this was a real fun ride. I really had fun.
Yeah, man. I just think very highly of you. I think you're doing great work, and you got a good head on your shoulders, and you're surrounded by great people. So I know something big is going to happen for you. So
I agree with that.
So thank you again. Definitely check out SteffineUrkell.com. Here's the website right here. Subscribe to his YouTube channel. I'm sure he's on Spotify and all those other platforms as well. Give him a like on his Instagram, and thank you again. Definitely subscribe to the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. We do this every day with great artists like him, and like the Artist United Network. And we will see you tomorrow.
All right, peace out. Salute.